Don't be fooled by this smile that I got. As you can see, it is dark out here. I forgot to check the time. The time is 4:22 and it's already this dark. We have unfortunately missed the sunset, but there also really wasn't much of one. And I also, with that being said, was just gonna stay home and do a, sorry ducks, here I come. 31 seconds walking right in. Cold dip 12, before I forget, the temperature in the air feels like with wind it's 33, and in the water the temperature has dropped to 37.1. Sorry, I have to for those who like it. Ooh, why? I did not want to be here. I do not want to do this even more than yesterday. 1 minute in, yes, that's what I'm talking about. I am not going to do the most. So with that being said, let's start this. Let's start this dip with a dunk. Shit. If I could scream under the water, I would have screamed bloody murder just then. Oh, that was so not as fun as I made it appear to be, I'm sure. It's probably doesn't look that fun. I have no doubts, because it's really not that fun. I wanted to crap out on myself for sure and not come out here, especially after I realized how windy and cold it was. But I thought, wouldn't it be fun to come out here and do another sunset dip? So that's why we're here late. Even though the sunset is not sunsetting, it's still dark, and that makes it adventurous, and I love a good adventure. I tell myself, and you watching? So I don't feel that bad, even though my head is frozen and wet. That surprises me. And yesterday when I left here and I didn't stay out doing the most time, I actually was able to warm up fairly easily, which is shocking and surprising for me, because if you watched my other videos, thanks for that, 222. And if you haven't, no worries, check them out if you're bored. Why not? But if you've watched those other videos and you know I like to do the most time out here when I can, we are nearing a time where I won't be doing the most, so I have to switch it up and make it adventurous for you and me. It's like right when we're not even to the halfway point. Okay, this is dip 12, 3 more, that's 15. Clearly, if you're good at math, which I'm not, that's great. I just don't want to give up when I'm even to the halfway point. I don't want to give up at all, but I sort of want to give up. I really do. I don't want to do this at all, to be quite honest with you. I should have come earlier today and did this. I had plans to do it earlier, but then I talked myself out of coming when I should have, but and then I think I was mentioning, but I can't remember anything I said. I was thinking about doing an ice bath at home, but those just don't really give me the thrill that I seek, like coming out here does. I am shivering and shaking. We're not even at 3 minutes because it took me a minute to get my shoulders in. So it does go to show that when you get your head and your ears and neck and all that good, all this face skin wet, that it really kicks it up a notch. It makes it a lot harder to do. But that's what I'm here for sometimes, to do it even when I don't want to and when it's hard. I love the duck in the background just laughing his ass off at me. My friends are texting me hoping I'm safe because they know that I was coming to the river after picking up my kids from school. They know this is dark. They know some people consider it dangerous, but I consider it a good time sometimes. Right now it's actually not so bad. I'm surprised. I think that this is the key, is being consistent so that I can just ease in with minimal suffering. As soon as I said that, the wind kicked me right in my bootay. I felt all that wind come up my face and my neck. The water is looking really flat right here, but when I was driving up, it was like really choppy down there at that end. So I was like, oh man, I really picked the wrong time to come. So good for you, Nicole. Yay, winning. Jerk. Yes, I am a jerk. She's a jerk. Well, shit. I guess it must be, because here we are doing the do in the dark. Yeah. Well, at least I have proof that I am adventurous and do things I don't want to do. When I have a mission, it really takes a lot to deter me from accomplishing what it is I'm after, what it is I seek. I seek awareness. I seek discomfort. I seek growth. I seek all sorts of things. I want to live up to my potential, whatever that is for me. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting when you do. It really means a lot to little cold-hearted me. I say that because what kind of weirdo comes out here and does this? How many people do you know? If you know, I'm sending my way. Spokane. That's where I'm at. Northwest girl. I'm not from the Northwest. I was born in California, so warmth and heat does course through my veins, I assure you, and have you know. Why? But look at me, 555. I am out here in the dark. I have nobody out here. I didn't ask anybody to meet me. Also, there's that. Let me just tell you. I'm sure I could have some friends who would happily meet me out here. But if they're not asking me, then I feel like I'm sort of putting them in position to come out here and do this with me. Because I know that even though there's people who'll do it with me, they don't necessarily want to. And I love them for doing it. And I'm sorry. But thank you. All right, we're almost at 7 minutes, which will make this a 6-minute dip, which is longer than I had expected to do. And I still want to dunk one more time, which is going to be torture. But I think if I keep it under 10 minutes, it won't be that bad. Yesterday, after I ended, the video, I had to take pictures, and it ended up being like almost 10 minutes by the time I got out of here. And my recovery from just doing a quick little 10-minute cold dip wasn't that bad. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like reasonable. Like, that's not that bad. So if I can do it, you can do it. Trust and believe. My mom used to tell me when I was growing up that I was the type of person who could move mountains. And I, of course, always had to have a witty rebuttal for that. And I would be like, no, Mom, it takes mountains to move me. I feel the sting of that. I feel the sting of those words hitting me heavily right now. Because, yes, this is what it takes to move a mountain like me. Hopefully, I inspire and motivate you to do things that are out of your comfort zone and hard. Or maybe even just adventurous and fun. For shits and giggles, of course. Oh, gosh. My arms are open against my better judgment. It gets that cold flowing, which you cannot barely see. It gets that cold flowing through my armpits, which is not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun to be me always, but what can you do? What you can do is hit like and subscribe if you're here for a good time, because why not? Oh gosh, what is that floating towards me? Oh, it's a finger. No, I'm just kidding. But it did look kind of like it was. And I'm not, that wouldn't be very fun if it was though. Ooh. Okay, so we're at 8 minutes. I think that's a good time to double dunk and do the do. Thank you for coming on this little quickie with me. I could just sit here and jibber jaw forever. I know I can. I can tell. I'm already really enjoying this at 8 minutes, and it's tempting to stay on longer. Oh, it is. Which is worrisome for your girl. So send prayers my way if you're worried too for the choices I make. And if you're not into that, then you can just go ahead and hit like, subscribe. Get me in that algorithm, friends, family, loved ones. We're enjoying the journey and whatnot, but still, people might be interested in seeing what a wackadoo like me does. Probably not. I'm trying to talk. Oh, that was the saddest little duck quack I've ever heard. All right. Well, I was gonna try to talk to your face until 9 minutes. It's 9 minutes now, so it's technically 8 for us. Jam it. I really want to do 10. This is how these things happen to me. I get lost in the sauce with you because you're a good time also. And then I end up doing the time. Because like I said, technically, if you want to get technical, nobody wants to get technical. I mean, some people do, and they're cool, but I'm not. Look how dark it is. I'm so sorry. This is not the best lighting, but I still had to come out here and do it to it. I've almost reached that 10-minute mark, and once I do, I'm going to dunk, because by the time I walk out of this miserable nightmare of a situation that I've walked myself into, it'll be 10 minutes. So it takes me a little bit of time to walk out of here because I can't move that fast. One, because I'm partially frozen, and two, like I just don't really go that quick, I guess. All right, we're at 10 minutes. That's 9 by the time we dunk. Hopefully that's 10, because I don't just say I do things I don't do. I'm not into that. That's why I come with proof, receipts, pictures, videos, all the goods. Bloody hell. I gotta breathe through the pain, friends, family, loved ones. This is excruciating right now, I'll have you know. But if I can't do this, then how am I gonna get to the, ooh, what's that? How am I gonna do 32 degrees? I'm not looking forward to it. But also, I sort of am. And if I can't do this now, then it's not gonna be a good time for me later, so. Ooh. Ooh. Just distracting my little old self. I really want those 10 minutes, baby. And this darkness is not going to stop me from getting it. So, 11 minutes with that being said. We're going under. Oh, shit. Oh, so that wasn't as excruciating as I would have expected. But it still wasn't very pleasant either. We do fun things over here. Maybe not fun to you, but fun to someone. Sick, twisted, and disturbed, possibly, like me. Who's to know? Who's to know? Send prayers my way. Love you, bye. Love you, bye. Mwah, mwah. What am I doing with my hands? What am I doing with my hands?